Okay, my name is Atif Kamran, and I am founder and CEO of PropTech Smart. I'm very thrilled to share with you this profound shift that is not only changing the real estate industry, but also is redefining how wealth and ownership means to a whole new generation. My keynote topic today is emerging trends in PropTech and how tokenization will redefine wealth for the new generation. Now let's first look at the generational overview where we are right now. By 2030, the two major cohorts, millennials and Gen Zs, are going to be 18 to 49 years old. Now, this is not only the largest group, but also they are the ones who are digital natives. This is the generation that is using apps and smartphones. They live on apps and smartphones. And these are the generation who want to use this technology for ease of use. They want to have instant access, and they want to have transparency. But the problem with our traditional real estate industry is that it's so slow for them. It's opaque, and it's expensive. This generation, the millennials and Gen Z, they are ready to invest, but they want something else. The solution is that we merge the traditional real estate industry with something that this generation knows well, and that is digital ownership. Now, the core innovation here is the shift to tokenized ownership. Now, the tokenized ownership, when we talk about that, it means that we take an asset and we put it on blockchain. In this instance, we're talking about real estate. And when we put it on blockchain, we create small pieces of a property that many people can buy on a fraction of a cost. Now, they don't have to invest $1 million, but they can invest $1,000. I was speaking to a gentleman in Qatar literally last week at one of the conferences there, and then they said, imagine how many people are in some of the other countries who have $100 each. We're talking about billions of people, right? But how many people we can have who have $100,000 or $1 million, a smaller number. So what tokenization does is that expands that horizon, expands that approach, the overall market size for the developers. Now, this provides three key benefits. First of all, it makes it affordable, as we just talked about, because the fraction is small, the token size is small, and it's down to the developer how many fractions they want to create. And it makes it affordable. The barrier to entry is removed. The second benefit is the transparency. As we all know, and many speakers earlier today talked about how blockchain provides transparency, the trust factor, the immutability. So all of these words, these two generations, millennials and Gen Zs, they are very well aware of, and that's what they want. The third benefit is accessible. So because of tokenization, there's no limit. The investors could invest anywhere in the world, right? The sky's the limit. So it becomes more accessible. It democratizes the investments into real estate. And tokenization doesn't only empower the investors, it also benefits the developers. Because there are a number of pain points for developers. And we're not going to go into full detail of that, but let's talk about the easy entry, the market size. Because of the tokenization, the barrier to entry is lowered, more number of people can participate in given project, hence the exposure is bigger. So easy access, increased liquidity. There's more liquidity for a developer because now they are using the tokenization and they have global instant access, not the local market only, because internet goes everywhere. And then the third, the reduced overheads. Of course, the use of technology, the smart contracts that automate the ownership, the rental income, and when they are ready to sell their real estate. So all of that reduces the overheads, effectively reducing or increasing the ROI for the investors. And of course, efficiency is something that we all want to achieve through the use of latest technology. Moving forward, this is where we come in as an organization. We started building this platform 2 years ago. We built our own blockchain. It's Layer 1 blockchain, particularly for this purpose. Of course, as you all understand, that tokenization can be done on any asset, but our niche is real estate. So we built our Layer 1 blockchain, which provides the core infrastructure to carry out all the transactions related to real estate. We build smart contracts to be able to deal with the recurring revenue, the rental incomes, or anything that we have to create in terms of an agreement with the investor that goes into smart contract. And once again, that builds more trust for the generation that we are talking about, the millennials and Gen Z, because it's not human promise. It's not human saying. It's not piece of paper. Of course, we have legal systems and we have contracts and there's a way to go to the courts, try to enforce the contract if somebody reneges. But smart contracts takes away that pain because smart contract will not renege. It will carry on according to the coding, the software that is built upon.
You've got a minute left, Atif. You've got 1 minute left.
1 minute left. I'm getting there. And Web3 infrastructure, of course, this is like a key that comes with the blockchain that we use latest tech, and Web3 gives us that flexibility. Now, getting to the last few slides, technology is not enough. We need education. That's a very important part, and many companies forget about this because we have to educate people how to use technology. We have to educate people what are the benefits, what are the things that could go wrong. And that's where we also have built our community model where we are educating, we are teaching and training our community members on not only technology but leadership skills, entrepreneurship skills, etc. Key takeaways from this presentation is digital natives, don't forget them. By 2030, the majority of the people who are earners, the dominant earners, the dominant spenders and investors are these two generations, millennials and Gen X. Tokenization using blockchain technology and education for adoption, 3 important ones. 2 important thoughts that I want to leave you with. One is the question is not whether tokenization will change the real estate. The question is, who will lead that change? That's an important question. And the real estate build the old world, and digital ownership will build the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing an unprecedented level of change in front of us. It's happening right now. And with the advent of technology, everything is on steroids. Change is on steroids. And that's all for me. Thank you very much for listening. I'll be available after the presentation if you have any question about how PropTech Smart can help you achieve your goals, if there's anything we can work together on.